Baruch Hashem. Today's Chav Ches Elul Shnas Hakel. We're going to learn today's Daf Amud Samach Vov and Samach Vov, the 31st day in the limit of Daf Yem and Hemshech of Samach Vov. We're going to start here right in the beginning of Amud Samach Vov, where we're talking about Ava Pnimis and Ava Chitzonis. Where Ava Chitzonis is when there's a reason, even a reason that's very deep and very high. But Al Kapanim, it's a reason, so it just creates Ava Chitzonis. Whereas there's sometimes Ava Pnimis, which is the idea of a father and a son loving a father, which is not because of any reason at all. There's only times where it sometimes awakens it. K'moike in Yuvan, 2 lines from the end, 2 lines before Amud Samach Vov, 2 lines at the bottom of Samach. K'moike in Yuvan miskashas hamitis in Neshamas Yisrael b'Elokus, the way he didn't really connect with Elokus. Shenemar bani matem l'Hashem leikeichem. It says we are the children of the Eibush that were like banim ma. Mashachsiv b'ni b'chayr Yisrael, my firstborn the Yidden. Shehem b'chinas miskashas atzmis Elokus, which they're interconnected Elokus. Sheyesh k'moy teva atzmis b'nefesh Elokis l'davik b'mechar chaytzva, that there's naturally in the etzem of the neshama to connect to its creator, the source of its creator. There's no reason for this connection, only because they are one being. In this connection, it's constant in the soul. Sometimes you have to awaken it. When you think in your heart how you are our father, or it's revealed through distance. From the narrowness you call out. The Yidden in Mitzrayim, from the hard work, they cried out to the Eibishter. What's the call out? Because he's our father. Their heart, it's felt and understood that you're our father. And that awakens this inner etzmistika connection. This connection touches Atzmos itself. Just like a father, when he yells, Abba, that awakens the father. That makes the father move. Anyone else can yell, it will, maybe it will move him, but not to the core, not to the Etzem. So the level of Machshava could not reach that. Like we said in the beginning of the Maamar, only connecting the revelation. The will of the heart, because it's connected to the Atzmos, because it comes from the Yechidah Shemenefesh, which is part of an Atzmos, which is totally connected to the Atzmos, which is Megala, this level of Ben to Av, son to father. Here, it awakens the level of Atzmos. So we just said that the heart could reach levels deep, higher than the soul. It's higher than the brain. The brain, last machshava tfisa beklal, machshava, which is in the moyach, can only reach in the geluyim. Whereas the lev could reach atmos or in either zuta, the zo ba'atika achid v'talya. Zo is connected, it's one and connected with atik. The ava, the malya is kalila. Abba v'imo, the level of chachma and bina, the moichin, is connected in mazel. Chachma mekabel b'chinas mazel chachma v'noitze chesed b'chinas ayres al imshachim v'chachma shebekeser. So Chachma comes from the level of Mazal Ches, not Mazal Chachma, Mazal Ches comes from the level of Noitzer Chesed. Bina comes from the Mazal Yud Gimel, which is Vinake. Aval Amidus, Mekabel Mechinas Atika Mamash, not through these galas of the Yud Gimel Mitzvah Rachman. So we have 13 Mitzvah Rachman. Hashem killed Rachman Chan, Erech Apayim, Vinake. Yeah, sorry. So Mazal Ches, Noitzer Chesed, is where Chachma gets its from. Like we said, Noitz Siders and Imshachim Chachma Shebekesef. And Noitz Chesed sounds like the Madrig of Chesed, but it's the source of Chachma to some extent. And Bina comes from Vinake. As this is all discussed in at length in other in other places in Chassidus. But Midas come from Atik. Even though when it comes to the way they're developed, midas are developed from seichel. Zelli doesn't want that's how they give birth. Etzem sharsham with the source where they are before their birth, giving birth, and before then is gala him b'chinas atik. L'chein an aroim kam midas and elad man seichel. The yachal liyas achach hagdola ba'amidas harba yeser man seichel amelidim. We see that even the midas which are awakened from seichel, they can become much greater than the seichel itself. Behind the sharshna kodem because they have a higher source. I think an example is like ava. When you start developing ava becomes a lot more powerful than something that's understood. Chesed becomes a lot more powerful than just the seichel. It extends itself a lot farther. The lev dafka, the lev, which is the idea of midas, only in the lev yesh p'chinas rusa the liba. Sh'teifes b'zeh p'chinas atzmus mamash. We're here. It's teifes atzmus, by the less machshava tfisa bei, where machshava cannot grasp. Tadei avazu de b'chinas rusa the liba memela p'chinas kiyam mitzvos. She'achar kach b'chol yom b'chinas kabal sel malach shamayim bli shum mevukash la'atzim. When you awake and you're loved to the Eibishter like a son to a father. From Usa the Liba b'meila, the rest of your kiyam mitzvos and the rest of the day is not because of anything for yourself. It's just kabal sel malach shamayim kim mitzad ratzon elyon levad l'kayim ratzon only for the Eibishter's ratzon. And here we're tying this back to what we said in the previous Ma'amarim, that dafka kiyam mitzvos kabbalah sel mamash, without any reason or any nittiya farzich alein, dafke then is oisun etzenu shalakim. K'maykim Matan Torah, we had the same idea of Matan Torah. T'chsim kol ha'shadibra avaya nasav and nishma. Why was there this idea of nasav and nishma? Because at that time, ki hoya pnimus shalem, the Yidden's pnimus kosher b'fkinas ha'atzmos. They were connected with the atzmos of the Eibishter right after Yitzias Mitzrayim. Al kein amru kol ha'shadibra avaya nasav and nishma. Anything the Eibishter does, we'll do, and then we'll hear. And in nasav kol mash nishma, we'll do whatever we hear. Higher than understanding, higher than reason. It only comes from Rusa Deliba. The Bava Shai Days Asaga, Ava de Asaga, Ava through understanding, I feel Madega Ayesel Yoina. Come on, Bava Rabba, like we said earlier. The Mili Bashamayim, that you dare have the greatness of the Eibishter, and you only want to connect to the Eibishter because of its greatness. Your whole reason of Kima Mitzvah is to be Mamshech this earth. Mili Bashamayim, you want the Eibishter, you want the Gilu Lamata. But when you come to B'china of Rusa Deliba, and you came on mitzvahs of B'china Kabbalah Samach Shamayim, it's only with the accepting the Eibishter's yoke, Rak L'Kaim and sending Yisbarach, only to do what the Eibishter wants. Now we're going to say an interesting chiddush. Hidei Kabbalah Samach Shamayim, in the Madegas Habitul L'Lamayla Gam B'chinas Avda B'chom L'Yedecha. So we said earlier that Ava B'chom L'Yedecha is in last Maimer is also this idea of doing mitzvahs for Kabbalah Yisrael. Now we're saying that no, this level of Kabbalah Yisrael Mach Shemaim, I guess the one that comes from Rusa Deliba, it's higher even B'chom L'Yedecha Shem Tzkades Kashos. The Mekamakim because Ava V'rotzeh, because when you have B'chom L'Yedecha because you want to connect to the Eibishter, it's still a level of Ava V'rotzeh. Kabbalah Yisrael Mach Shemaim because Bittul Yoser, it's more nullification. V'hu Amayla Sheish Be'eved Gama Madreges Ben. And this is the mile of Eved over Ben. We didn't get into that yet, but this is a major theme in the future Maamar in Samach Vov, which is born in the Hemshech of Umikin Eirav. This is to draw down the atzos of the Eibishter, through prefacing Rusa the Liba Ratzin from the heart. Which this awakens Atmos. This grabs Atmos. So now when you grab the Atmos, now you do the mitzvahs, Kabbalah Samach Shamayim. So now again, it's hard B'chom L'Yedecha, which is mitzvah diskashos. It comes after Agdam of Rusa the Liba. Mamshichim B'chinas Ratzon Atmos Sheba Mitzvahs. The Ratzon Atmos Sheba Mitzvahs, the highest kind. Again, what we're trying to achieve up till now in the Maimer is how we achieve Gilu L'Maylam in Makom Uzman in the Giluim of Eilamas. How do you get to this level of Rusa Deliba? So now we know Rusa Deliba achieves it. How do you get there? First, you have to work on the Koich Giluim Shebenefesh, the revealed Koiches in the soul. That's why first you have to have Adam B'chol Avavcha B'chol Nafscha, and only then you get the B'chol Me'edecha. This is the idea of the Seder Tefillah. So we already said yesterday in the Ava Chitzoynis of the Eibishter, how it's all in Seder Tefillah, working your way up from Eis Beinenus and the Gedulas Hashem, and then you get to the level of Ava Rabba and Shema, and you go higher, now we're going to say how this applies even to get to the level of B'chinas Ratzon. So you say, Zel say that tefillah. The tchilo psukim the zimra, like we said, vula zamer ritzim. Zamer to cut away the disturbances, the weeds. Adei elul natishmachas through praising the Eibishter. Kikoydem lo zeh before that mitzad chumrei sa guf nefesh habam say neshayich shum davar klal alas b'malas. You're not shaykh at the moment when you have haritzim, when you have weeds. You're not shaykh to climb up in serving the Eibishter. Tzarich li es tchila yitziyim madrigas matzav hakod. You have to go out of your previous state. When you praise the Eibishter, how all the greatness of Hashem's creating the world, and with one saying the Eibishter created the whole world. You reach his point and the Bittul HaMalachim. That now we're dealing with Bittul nullification. Because this is the source of the Nefesh Habahamis as well. It's this battle as well. And now the Nefesh Elokis can start contemplating how the Eibishter is totally separated and beyond, separated from the world. Now you get the level of Rotzi. Again, but there's a Rotzi. You want to connect with the Giluyim that are higher than you. Now you want to draw it down Lamata. Draw the Eibishter's down Lamata. You want to have a revelation, a shuv from the source. The main work of the neshamas is in Shema Yisrael, which is Shiras HaNeshamas, which is a song of the neshamas. For it's the contemplation in one Hashem. To combine in the Eibishter Zichud. This again, Avarabba, the Mili Bashamayim. We get to B'chol Meidecha. After this whole Akdama, now this is the Chiddush we're adding to what we said yesterday in the Maamer. Shabbat B'chinas Usid Limud Tzad Etzem Iskash Tzaratin. You now get to the Etzem Iskash Tzaratin, what the Etzem actually wants. Canal. Now you get to B'divrei Torah Kosav V'daber. We're speaking about the words of Torah. The Achar B'chinas Usid the Liba B'chol Meidecha. Now we're doing mitzvahs with Kabbalah Shemayim. Mamshichim Tosefes Erbe Torah. We now add extra light in Torah. See if it says Kol Hanikra B'Shmi V'Lichvoidi, anything called in my name and my honor. B'Rasiv Yitzartiv Chulu. I created it, and Yitzartiv I formed it, etc. The Koyal Neshamas Yisrael, and the Koyal Neshamas Yisrael. K'mash Tirgim Yonasan. Kol da begin avaschon. All this is because of your forefathers. Pirish kol hanikra b'shmi. What pshat? What's called in my name? Nikra lashon nifal. It's happening. Shei nikroim v'nimshachim b'shmi. They're being drawn out of my name. Umayre inin shebchinas shmi ulamata mimishin nikra v'nimshach shamil ma'ila. Shmi is lower from where it's drawn because it's nikra b'shmi. It's being called through my name. We said Shmi is Malchus. Yisrael the Yidden are higher than Shmi. Yisrael old Machshava, Machshavta Yisrael Kadon. The Yidden came up in Machshava, and the thought of the Yidden came before the world. The first source, this level of Malchus is Erin Seif Lifnat Tzimtzum. This is the level of Shmi, which is one with the Eibishter. Before the world was created, which this goes in the time before Tzimtzum. Was only the Eibishter and his name alone. And what is Shmi over here? It's a revelation of Erin Seif. Again, Lifnat Tzimtzum because it's Achloi Nivra Olam. The Ba'atzmo, which is the level of Shaykh to the Ilmas. And that's why it's called Shmoy. So even we said many times, Lifnat Tzimtzum, there's already a Shaykh L'Ilmas, only then it's Kol Ba'atzmusah. So we still combine in the Eibishter's Atzmus. Like a person's name, so it's Kol L'Atzmusah. Kayadua, the same way Atzmus is single, in one simple oneness. So to the revelation of Atzmus is also a simple because the revelation of Atzmus is in the same characteristics of Atzmus. This is what Hu Shmoy, the Eibishter, his name alone. Because everything was Pashat, everything was simple, everything was on a simplistic level, an oifen of oneness, there was no way to create the world. Kima de tzimtzum. Now we had the nivra olam the tzimtzum. And then there was an empty space. There was a mitzumtzum, a single thin line, like we spoke about, had that created Milo Mata. As we discussed earlier in the previous Maamar, there was many separations. And then that created She is Havas El Matzilus. V'gam is Havas El Mabriad, is Havas El Matzil. Like we said earlier, in Eila Til Desnech. We said, but whatever we see from here is that even Malchus stay in safe. Who shayresh harisha and the kalish tashlos that tzilus b'yit tzirasiya. Even lifnei tzimtzum, because this is where it all started. So the whole tashlos we discussed in Eila Til Desnech started in this level of Malchus and Sef. V'zel malchuscha malchuscha le'lamim. Malchuscha le'noichach. We're talking directly to Malchus. And b'chinas Malchus stay in safe. Shehu makar kol b'chinas Malchus shel olam. The Malchus of the Eber shel le'noichach directly to us. The Malchus of Ein Sef is the sheresh makar of kol le'lamim. This is what we said earlier in the pasuk. Everything that's called in my name. Nikroim b'shmi, shenikroim b'shmi loshen poil, loshen nifel. Sorry, that being emanated, being created by it. The haynush mamshichim to sefes oiris b'shmi. It's constantly happening. It's not something which will just happen that one time. And like we said, this is Shach to Neshamas Yisrael. Kol nikra b'shmi, constantly nikra b'shmi. Hainu liyos to Neshamas Yisrael mushash mechines atzmos mamash. Because the Neshamas Yisrael are in this atzmos pshuta. V'adei rutzah shalom b'kim teira mitzvahs harei mamshichim teisefes oiris b'shmi. Through doing teira mitzvahs, they add extra oiris in my name. V'yanuchu mekachi shmecha. Through resting on Shabbos, we sanctify Hashem's name. Shmakdishim es Hashem, the name. Again, loshen nifal, constantly happening. Hainu mamshichim mechines at kodesh. B'Shimcha Kadosh. They take from the level of Ata Kadosh to Atzmos and they put it into Shimcha Kadosh, into the name, the Shmi, which is constantly being created. So the Yidden are somewhere between Ata Kadosh and Shimcha Kadosh. The rules of the Libel were mamshech from Ata B'Shimcha. That's a Teisefes Eretz in Torah, Teisefes Eretz in the world. So we see Kol HaNikra B'Shmi V'Lichvaydi is this whole idea, which we were saying the whole time, of Yichud Seviv B'Mamale, taking higher than Atzmos, in Atzmos, at even a higher level of Yichud Seviv B'Mamale. Hamshachat Zu. This happens to my honor. Ein kavod ela Torah. This happens in Torah. Ki Torah wa kli ela gilu'er. Torah is the vessel for this revelation. Kayadua bin in Talmud Gadol. Like you know about this idea that learning is greater than mitzvahs. Timiyois this erus v'amshachas ha'er al da mitzvahs. Even though drawing down Eretz and awakening Eretz is through mitzvahs, the general vessel for the Eretz, Torah. This is what's called to my honor, kvedi dafka my honor. This is the first place where the Eretz of the Matzil gets enclosed. There's also, so from kvedi Torah we go to Brasiv Yitzartiv. Bria creates Ayin Liyesh. Yitzira, the yesh is already there. It's only revealing it. Like when you draw something out in a form in metal. There's nothing new in this form. The metal existed. You're only forming it in a certain way. So Bria kind of creates the metal. Yitzira forms the picture in the metal. It's like machshava dibur. It's a new. Machshava is brand new. There was no oisius. Machshava creates oisius. There were no felt oisius. Machshava nischatra oisius. Machshava creates him. But there's nothing new. What we discussed earlier, what we discussed today is we developed this idea of the avik pnimis and avik chitzonis adapted through rusa the liban, specifically in the heart, even though it's lower than the moyach, because its shirish is higher. It can awaken a higher level, and it could create this rusa the liba going straight into atzmos. And we started discussing how this whole thing has to have an akdama of a chalavavcha chol nafshcha through avodas hatfilah, and now and that creates the hoyu advarim et tesefes eretz b'Torah. And now we started discussing how we see this in the pasuk kol hanikra b'shmi v'lichvaydi. The yidden, the neshamas Yisrael, can be mamshich from Ata Kadosh, from Atzmos into Bishmi, into my name, and that creates a Tesefes Eretz in the oil ways. And this is in general the Avodas HaNeshamas every single day in Kiyum HaTorah and doing mitzvahs b'Kabbalas oil and being mamshichet into Torah. Tomorrow we'll continue this thought and bring it back into the idea of Tainug, moving over from Ratzin into Tainug, and see how this Taka creates the Gilu Erde Yisbarach in Dira B'Tachtoinim.